Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Well, we got something new here. Basically, it's the new FNM at home event. So what we're gonna get is gonna rotate a bit. So it's not always gonna be challenger decks, but right now we do have challenger decks. So and we get actually all four of these challenger decks. If I'm not mistaken, these are supposed to be on sale. In fact, you could probably get these at the local game store. But it's nice to be able to try before you buy here right now. And we got several to try from. So let's start with... Okay, let's start with this one. It's Allied Fire, so you can guess it's Fires and a lot of Planeswalkers. Now, that said, maybe not all the Planeswalkers you have an idea of running, but this harkens back to the days when you were not running a lot of Cavaliers. It was really just about Fires of Invention. You would draw cards into and maybe play out your Planeswalkers plus Kenrit. So that's a nice addition. And we do get access to our sideboard because we have Fae of Wishes here. I actually need to test out if this is traditional, because all the decks have sideboards, but same with the challengers. Anyway, so we got access to quite a bit of good stuff. Thirst for Meaning, not that many. Well, the only enchantment technically is Fires of Invention. Oh, and there's Omen in the Sea. Okay, so that's fair. Probably, but we get a lot of decent choices. Dovin, Hand of Control. Okay, this one's maybe questionable, but this was a very good prototype of allies back in the day. I will note, no Teferi. So the one card that made this deck very big, not here. So we'll see if that works out. Now, for one deck where we can't say that it's the pieces are not here, we have Cavalcade of Calamity. So this harkens back to traditional Cavalcade. So Fervent Champion, Scorch Bitter, Tin Street Dodger, 4 copies of Cavalcade, 3 copies of Chandra. Got the Torbrand, got the Ember Cleave. Well, it's only a one-off, but you were pretty much running it out on Torbrand Cavalcade. And you had a very good sideboard actually here. So this is probably the one that I'm most comfortable with. I definitely want to play that. Here we have Final Adventures. So this one was all about adventures before we had teamer adventures. So yeah, we have the usual Edgewall, Innkeeper, and Lucky Clover. All the black-green, well, all the typical adventure cards. And we have quite a bit of them, though some of them are 2-offs, like the Murderous Riders 2-off. Could maybe use more, but we do have Vraska. We also have Find Finality to get stuff back, so this one's pretty good. Also, interesting sideboard. I guess this was the anti-Oko sideboard. And we have Blue-Green Flash. This one, I'm very familiar with this. Not so happy, but this is probably the one I'm very familiar with. Wavebreak Hippocamp seems to be the only thing that's changed here. As well as the 2 Temples of Mystery, but otherwise everything plays out standard. And yeah, interesting sideboard as well, though the Singers are a bit weird, but they do have Flash. Shifting Ceratops, I would run this against Flash, not with Flash, but not bad. So we'll definitely give this one a try. Let's hope I get to choose multiple decks, because I don't, but I'll definitely start with Cavalcade. And yeah, we can change decks. So I'll probably play 1 game each. Win or lose, see how it goes. At least it's a free event. It's gonna be this event's gonna be free for quite some time. Let's just see how many people. Okay, got ourselves a match. This won't also affect your ranking, so I guess that's okay. But the sleeves are a giveaway of what the deck is, so I should pay attention by definitely keeping this one. Yeah, this is the Flash deck, so I might just run Runaway Steamkin just to eat, because there are 4 quenches. I want to just eat them out. basically, if you know your opponent's playing a lot of counter spells, you really have no choice but to force him to use them all. Eventually, they'll be forced to use card draw, and they do have a few of them. Okay, so need another land. Okay, got the other land. So I could just play light up just to actually no, let's cancel that. I could play Cavalcade, but that's okay. I'm gonna pass. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop it. Okay, end of turn. Pass. Let's see if our opponent has the... Okay. Let that resolve, because I want to burn it. Yeah, that's pretty much the one thing you have to be... You have to make sure you, when you're playing against this deck. You really have to set your stops. Now, our opponent is probably geared for Night Pack Ambusher, so... I can't just play Chandra, that's just gonna get eaten. I could just play Bone Crusher, force the counter spell since it's already here. Yeah, no, that's... The plan is to force out as many counter spells as possible. Yeah, I figured he had a Frilled Mystic. I guess playing the Chandra would not be bad either. Okay, so now we're gonna start taking damage. And we have to play our opponent's game, which I'm not a fan of. Let's play the Rimrock Knight first. Let's see if this eats a counter spell. Because at the very least, if it eats a counter spell, I can burn the Frilled Mystic, or I can just play Cavalcade. Okay, no response. We'll set it stop. Basically, my concern would be Brindborn Cutthroat. Kaza's intervention, X equals 3. Okay, he's digging for cards, which is a good thing. And we are technically, well, we're not going to be up on cards anymore after this. Our opponent's going to have 2. But we should... Well, we won't be able to swing past the Night Pack Ambusher, but we can... Okay. So we have 2 choices here. I can just swing with this one, hope he casts Ambusher so I can cast double Cavalcade. Let's see if we can force that. Oh, okay, 1 attack. Let's hope that double click did not mess things up. Oh, is he gonna let it pass? Come on, I expect you to have a Night Pack Ambusher. Yeah, pretty much 4. Oh, he's letting it pass. Okay. So we'll go light up the stage. Let's see if we can eat some counter spells this way. Also, no timer, so we're not exactly gonna get the sideboard. If I had the sideboard, I definitely would play... Okay, Brindborn Cutthroat. He's gonna start probably unloading some cards. Oh, Quench, okay. Sure, I can actually auto-pay that. Or... I can let it get countered. Let's decline. Play the other light up the stage. Okay, that slips. So I'm gonna play 1 Cavalcade. So we're now gonna be trading blows, sort of. Opponent seems to be stuck on cards. Okay, we have to remember that I need to cast these 2. Really could use 1 more mana so I can cast another Cavalcade. But if not, I can just cast Runaway, cast this, make it unblockable, swing. Opponent, okay, got the card. Let's see if we can eat counter spells. The interesting thing is I will swing with Rimrock Knight just to encourage the bait out. He's also down to 2 cards. That's pretty much what we're leaning on. The fact that our opponent didn't have much card draw. He had to burn almost everything early game. Opponent goes Field Mystic. I'll do the Song first. So I have 2 choices. I'm definitely gonna play this guy out. Yeah, I want to encourage that. So next turn, probably Cavalcade and Chandra. Let's see if our opponent's not tapping out. It's not attacking. Is he attacking? Okay, he's attacking. He might tap out into a creature. Okay, my turn. Scorch Bitter's not bad. I'll play Cavalcade first. We really need to find out what these other 2 cards are. Okay, so we get 2 triggers. Our opponent could play a blocker, in which case we respond by making it unblockable. Okay, here comes the wolf. Oh, Cloudborn for Server. Of course I'm activating the ability. Then I'll probably just play Scorched Bitter if only just to block. But we at least know now what's in our opponent's hand. Well, kinda, we still 1 more card. Could be a counter spell, in which case, yes, c'est la vie. At least we get to block Brindborn Cutthroat. We can play Chandra, swing with our elementals. That's a plan. Opponent could also be playing the wolf right about now. That would be a problem. Oh, Tassa's Intervention. Okay, still drawing cards. But definitely we're forced to block Brindborn Cutthroat at this point. Also, it'd be nice if I could draw another 1-drop creature so I can cast Chandra, keep her alive. Because the alternative is cast Chandra. Nope, there's no good alternative. Spectral Sailor. Curious why he's unloading it. Oh, he's unloading it to buff this up. So I might have to block something else. Now let's take no Chandra, cast. Oh, it's X1? Okay, so probably has a draw card plan or something. Also, if it's just 9, I could... Hold on. Let's say he casts this one. 10, 11, 12, 13. No, I have to block. He could have a bounce unsummon. Okay, sure. So I can't block. This is 9. And he's representing a counter spell. Or draw a card. At this point, I don't really care. Okay. So I can play Chandra. Counter spell.
Won't lie, I'm a pretty great pyromancer.
So summon 2 elementals. I'm definitely gonna recast Scorch Bitter. And I'm also gonna just recast the Scorch Bitter now so we get to decide. Okay, good. He could have another unsummon, which would be a problem. But I have no choice at this matter. I need to swing for 8 to 9 damage. Opponent does have a Nighttime Ambusher. can't buff this, but... And he can block one of these. Oh, he just blocks both of them, sure. Actually... Nope, that's good game. We ran out of resources when we were tapped out. Yeah, we had it, but generally this is why we don't see the Cavalcade version anymore. It's not so great. In fact, I can see, if you don't have the killer turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 win, we're not gonna get that much out of it. So let's change this deck. Since we lost to the Flash deck, we'll give that one a shot. Then we'll go to the other two later. So this one is the opposite, where we're not trying to unload our hand. Now, would it be funny if it turns out we're playing against a mono-red deck? Oh yeah, it is funny. Okay, so 2 tap lands, so not great. I have to play both of them because I need to unlock these Sinister Sabotages. Might even be a bit late, but I have to do it. Also, I'm gonna run the Temple Mystery out first. Also not great that we're going second. So I guess we now have a toss-up on what deck we're gonna try next. I probably will just try the... I'll probably try the Adventure deck next. That's something I'm more used to. I'm not so used to the Fires combo. Opponent runs Fervent Champion. Let's buy that life back again. So I now have the option to play Brindborn Cutthroat. However, the fact that this has first strike kinda bunks that one. Yeah, and our opponent's gonna get a big start, so we might be in trouble. Definitely have to play this second tempo at this point. Opt is... Yeah, sure, we'll keep the opt on top. At the least, it allows us to go Brindborn Cutthroat into opt if we're not countering anything. So the plan now is to minimize the amount of damage we take until we can deploy these guys. Yeah, Brindborn Cutthroat's gonna be the key here. That was the one thing that kept our opponent way into the game. We basically did not have to remove him for that. Opponent plays Cavalcade. So we'll take the same amount of damage. Plays Scorch Bitter. Okay. So we now have 2 choices. Unfortunately, this one only takes out 3/2, so let's see. When it goes Core Brand, we have no choice but to counter that. We'll take a lot more damage, so that's a problem. But okay, yeah, I guess you can keep that. So 4, 5, opponent unloads for another Fervent Champion. I guess the amount of damage taken is about the same, but it's also spread out. Actually, it's a lot more. Yeah, we're not gonna win this one. So here's the case of the problem, it's too slow. Also, as soon as he swings with these 3, it's all over. Yeah, it's a case of if you don't get the good setup, you're not gonna win. So no luck with Cavalcade, no luck with Flash. I guess that's me. I do have more luck. I do have luck with Mono Red, but not Cavalcade. Also, okay, so we'll give that one let's give the Allied Fires a shot. Sure, I said I would prefer Final Adventure, but let's keep these up. And if things go to heck, I will just go back to Cavalcade. We'll just keep cycling until we get those 2 wins. That's on the assumption I don't win with these last 2. So yeah, this one's a good setup. Windscarred Crag, Omen. Windscarred Crag again, I suppose. We definitely want to hit 4 mana. The fact that these 2 come into play tap. Yes, that's old terms. I guess I could play Omen, try to draft into another land. And then, oh, this is the So we're so if I can get another blue source, I definitely will. It will allow me for both Saheeli and Narset. Opponent goes Lucky Clover. Okay, we don't have counters here per se, so that might be a problem. Drawn from Dreams. Yes, I want that. Fae of Wishes. Technically, I want both. I might have no choice. Our opponent hasn't done much except the Lucky Clover, so I'm gonna go really greedy. Play Windscarred Crag. And just pass the turn. I need to remember... No, there is no enchantment removal here. Wait, there is Vraska, but only snipes 3 below, so... I go Fires into... I guess we can go Fires into Narset, so we can... Or we can go Fires into Fae, see if we can get something from the sideboard. Now I wish I paid attention. Let's just go Fires into Drawn. So... Okay, we got some choices. Definitely want another land, so... I'll take the Tranquil Cove. I could just take the Kenrith. Alternatively, I can take Interplanar Beacon, because I will be playing like two Planeswalker sides back to back. I guess I can just play it into Ugin, because that's ultimate removal. Let's go to the bottom. I'll take Kenrith. He's more sure. Okay, take some damage. Let's see if our opponent has Love Struck Beast, so he's gonna go for that play. I can Fae of Wishes for a time. Oh, we actually have a play here. So I can Fae of Wishes. Hold on. Cast with alternate cost. So we need to look for a board wipe. There you go, Time Warp. Sure, our opponent gets to draw a bunch of cards. Well, not too much. And we can't cast any more spells because we've already ticked our 2. So can't cast any more, but we can Omen out. Hopefully, we're probably gonna Omen out to dig into another one of those Order of Midnight. We can use Narset as a way to Okay, so replace that. Gets both of them back, but probably will only be able to play the Order of Midnight. Wait, could play Midnight Reaper, that's a possibility, so let's not pull that trigger quite yet. I might in fact just play Saheeli and Narset. Get some bodies on the ground. Now we activate this one. Let's see if we can get another... okay, I don't actually want... Well, I guess I could take the beacon. No, I don't actually want both. Also, I want the Temple of Triumph to be able to do something new. That's not it. Another Narset. So, I'm gonna play Saheeli first. Because at least it... Then I'll play Narset.
Great things, you and I.
So now we start building a board of sorts. I'm definitely gonna take down Narset.
Meditate and prepare.
Drawn is good. Yeah, that's about it. I could also just play the Fae of Wishes, knowing that I would start discarding cards. Probably not Kenrith, but I could discard Saheeli and the Windscarred Crag. Opponent goes Murderous Rider and Sinfili. Oh, gonna snipe these two. Okay. At least it does more damage to our opponent, even if he gets to snipe Narset. And opponent probably just plays the Order of Midnight unless they have another land. Oh, Knight of Even Beast. And Lovestruck. Well, more precise tokens. Okay, got ourselves a land. Okay, Windscarred Crag. So we're gonna go Drawn for Dreams. There's a Deafening Clarion. There's also Vanishing Light for the Lucky Clover. Sarkhan to get some. I'll go with the Sarkhan plan. Make sure we click this one. Now, it doesn't mean our opponent can't get back, but in fact, our opponent's drawn quite a bit of cards. The only reason we're dealing damage is because our opponent is getting cards. So I have to remember I might want to play face, so we don't have to play the planes. Beast. Order of Midnight. Okay, that's fine. I can play Fae of Wishes. Now we are out. Also, Mass Manipulation doesn't quite work here. We need to have a lot more. We need to have a lot more blue mana than what we had. I can play Kenrit, but I don't have a way to tap for black, so that's a dud. But our opponent doesn't have a 1/1 anyway, so. Of course, I'm gonna make a dragon.
Magnificent.
Let's play this one. Just in the off chance I end up tutoring for. On the weird off chance I end up tutoring for Mass Manipulation. Opponent goes Lovestruck, so now he can swing. I think there's another Drawn from Dreams in the sideboard, so I can use this to block this. Now if it... Oh.
I will consume you. Watch this.
In fact, I can block both. Does he have... He probably has a response. If only to save the Lovestruck Beast. But I definitely saved Sarkhan, so that's the good news. So I can go Kenrit. Oh, he's gonna let it happen. Probably has another mid figure. So I'm gonna discard Saheeli and the planes. Does he? If he? Okay, lets it return. So I now need to tutor for. There's a Banishing Light. So first +3.
I summon you.
So I'm gonna go Fae of Wishes. See what we can get. So Terse allows us to draw, revoke existence. There's another Sarkhan. That's an option. Terse for meanings for drawing cards. We're way off from mass manipulation, so that's a no. I could just draw another Sarkhan. Yeah, and just play the Banishing Light. Take out the Lovestruck Beast. Okay, we're doing kind of much better. Also, we just signal to our opponent that if they take out the Sarkhan, we just get another Sarkhan. Now, remember, there's no built-in haste, so...
Listen to them roar. Come
No
on.
built-in haste, but on the bright side, we get to...
A bold strike.
I get to swing with this guy, then make another Sarkhan, then make a dragon, then make Kenrit. We really could... Okay, Swiftwater Cliffs.
They are coming.
In fact, what I can do, I can cast Kenrit, cast Fame Bushes. So since I have the 2 blue mana, I can activate this, draw a card, then activate that. So I don't have to discard this Sarkhan, so we'll end the turn here. We'll definitely let this guy die. There's no way around it. Also a shame that we're discarding our blue sources. I really want to hit mass manipulation. Okay. Swinging with everything, so...
Listen to them roar. I will. Come on.
Let's see if he has a power response. Okay, goes to the bottom. I'm thinking Find Finality is a possibility here. Okay, Innkeeper, sure. They're probably gonna start unloading their entire hand. Draws 2, loses 2. Plays Falmar next, so draws a card. Another Innkeeper. Okay, so that means no Murderous Rider. Also, there are only 2 copies. I have going in this Order of Midnight to buy something back. But the plan now is for us to swing for the win. So... actually gonna draw multiple cards. Okay, another fires. Don't... well, something to discard, I guess. That's nice. Another Fate Wishes. So I guess I can play this now. So
What know you?
so here's the trick.
Come to me.
All creatures gain trample and haste. I probably could have played this first. And there you go. That's a good game. Yeah, I really forgot about the trample and haste part, but that's one of the most important things. So we got our first win. Yeah, if you can get the fires churning, you have a good deck. I will say, could have used more. No, the number of board wipes are correct. It's just that we barely drew into them. What's the meeting ID? Yeah. Okay, so we got one win of this. Sure, nice rare. We'll finally give the final adventure. I guess that's a reason why we made that last. Yeah, I guess the key is we want to keep a hand with either this one. We definitely want a hand with Lucky Clover, that's certain. And let's double check. 3, 2... Only 6 board wipes. Could have used the Shatter the Sky, but that's how it goes. We'll definitely give the final adventure its... Yeah, we'll definitely end on the final adventure. I guess it's kind of apropos. Yeah, press no. Okay, there are 2 options there. The call with device audio and then press device audio. Okay, definitely keeping this because we got a Lucky Clover. Yeah, we'll run the swamp first. We might... Yeah, opponent's playing Simic Flash. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna explode. Nothing there. So... We could have actually run this one out for Lovestruck Beast, but I'm gonna go for the Lucky Clover. Yes, it's very greedy. We're opening ourselves up to a counter spell at this point. But I'm gonna do a trick. Just play the Smith and Swordmaster. So we'll hold priority. Remember, we're up against Simic Flash, and if we have a response, we definitely want to hold. Pass. Does our opponent want to play Grindborn? Yes, Grindborn. Let that resolve. We definitely want to disfigure that. So if you're playing against, if you have a feeling that you're playing against Simic Flash, definitely hold priority. So let's see, our opponent, we definitely want to play Lost. But at the very least, what we're doing now is, well, even if our opponent counters Lovestruck Beast, we can get some things to die and just play Find Finality. Also very interesting that our opponent's, okay, still stuck at 2 mana. I'm gonna swing first. Let's see if we can bait out, okay, no bait. Well, nice thing is this is an instant, so I can end the turn. Wait for our opponent to respond. Opponent responds with Opt, so definitely Falmar Knight. Sure, at least we draw 2 cards out of this. Yeah, that's the land we need. And another land we need. Probably wanna... Yeah, I guess I could play Jungle Hollow. I don't have to play the Lovestruck Beast immediately. Really depends what our opponent has. Actually, you know what? Let's play the Forest. Let's swing. Let's see if we can bait out a Nightpack Ambusher. No Ambusher. I can play the Lovestruck Beast. Yeah, I forget. But this is literally counters. Our opponent should have a counter spell by now. On the bright side, even if we lose this, we will still get 1 token. Unless our opponent somehow manages to counter both. Okay. Oh, hold priority. I'm expecting... Okay, end the turn. Pass. Let's see if our opponent goes for the Big Bad Wolf. Grindborn Cutthroat. Let that resolve. Actually, I'll let it resolve. Because at least 1, our opponent can't swing onto it immediately. 2, yeah. Because I was hoping to bait out another spell, like an Ops. So definitely swinging with the team. Now let's see. I could play jungle. I'm gonna play Jungle Hollow because I want to be able to do Find Finality if I can. So swing with the entire team. So let's see what's okay. Opponents not okay. Definitely swinging with the team. Our opponent might let this slide. Again, remember we have to hold. We're gonna have to hold for Murderous Rider. That said, okay. The nice thing is, if our opponent casts a Brindborn Cutthroat, we know. Well, he's down to Quench. Now, another thing I could have done is just cast Falmar Knight and Lovestruck Beast, but those resources are much better on board. Oh wait, hold priority. Process intervention. Okay, we're gonna snipe, and you may choose new targets for the copy. Oh, can I hit one? Can I hit my own stuff? Let's resolve that. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. I'm gonna hit my own token. No, the reason being is I don't. There you go. Reason behind that is I don't want the murder. Now it'll be nice if our opponent casts multiple creatures. Murderous Rider would be a big fit here. Opponent's gonna draw several cards now, so that's gonna be interesting. Now I could also just, let's see, Find Finality is a plan, but none of our guys will survive no matter what. If our opponent plays, yeah, I really want him to hit 6 mana. That's, but we've already gone through 2 Brian. Oh, he didn't hit the 6 mana. I'm gonna play the Lovestruck Beast, see if we can bait the counter spell. Yeah, that should bait the counter spell right now. There's a Frilled Mystic. Sure, we'll let that resolve. And we need to start seeing if we can get... And swing with the Smith and Swordmaster, see if we can get a trade. We did get the trade. So, yeah, we'll do the Find Finality plan. Buy these 2 back. Then Heart's Desire. Probably not gonna be any match against any wolves, but we can play Forest. We can start running these guys out. Go for the Smith and Swordmaster plan. Okay, got ourselves an Edgewall Innkeeper. That's a nice bonus. Let's see if we can bait out a counter spell. Opponent should... Because the nice thing now is that unless it's Quench, it's only gonna be... Oh, it's letting it through. So it's on cast, so even if I lose it, I will... So I'm gonna swing with everything. Is our opponent... Opponent's trying to signal that he has something, but you know what? I'm gonna bait it out so I can cast Murderous Rider. Oh, Brindborn Cutthroat. That's okay. Next. He could have an opt. Oh, he's gonna take it. So we need to save 3 mana, so I'm gonna play Lovestruck Beast. He'll draw us a card, it will get us. There you go. It should get... We have mana to dodge a Quench. Okay, so definitely paying that. Wait. All done. Let's undo that. Let's resolve. Let's resolve. We will pay. The nice thing is I can now cast a Falmar Knight safely. We're now getting a... Opponent now has 6 mana. Now this build of Simic Flash really depends on the wolves. It doesn't. So you know what? Let's swing. The interesting thing is if our opponent goes for the Murderous Rider, opponent goes on summon. Sure. So I'm still gonna swing with everyone. Now technically we are in combat already, right? Yeah, we're in combat already. So I'm gonna swing with everything. So I'm waiting for opponent. Opponent casts an op. He's not casting a wolf just yet. I want him to dig a wolf. If he doesn't, I'm willing to let the Lovestruck Beast die because I have another one. So even if our opponent casts another spell, that should be... There's the Night Pack Ambusher. Okay, so... Stop after attackers. And oh yeah, we have exact damage. Hold on. Yep, that's it. Yeah, single Lucky Clover is all you need. And also kind of why the Teamer Adventures deck is doing very well right now. Well, there you go. I do believe that you can win, still win with Cavalcade. I do believe you can win with Simic Flash. It's really how well you hold up against in the situation. I can't believe this is my first Enter the God Eternal. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications for everyone. Hope everyone stays safe, and don't forget, if you can, there is a way to get a unique card sleeve if you can send the code to your local game store. That said, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, stay safe, everyone. Yeah, God bless.